Alright, UFC on Fuel TV 10, Nogueira versus Werdum. The first fight, a middleweight bout, Antonio Braga Neto versus Anthony Smith. Antonio Braga Neto beat Anthony Smith in the first round by knee bar. If you can watch that fight, it's a great first fight. And the crowd got super pumped. Then Caio Magalhães beats Carlos Vemola by submission rear naked choke in the second round. Tough fight for both these guys, but another Brazilian wins and the crowd went crazy again. And then Rodrigo Dam beat Mizuto Hirota by split decision in a okay, but you can skip it fight. And then Yedemar Alcantara beat Leandro Silva by unanimous decision in a fight you should never watch. And then Felipe Arantes beats Godofredo Pepe by TKO. Elbows, nasty elbows and punches in the first round. That fight was crazy. Then Rafael Assunção beats Von Lee by submission armbar in the second round. Alright, and that concluded the preliminary card. And then after that, it jumped over to Fuel TV for the main card. And I'm telling everybody right now, it was over 20 minutes from the last punch thrown in the Rafael Assunção Von Lee fight until the Ronnie Jason fight. Over 20 minutes of what? Of just talking and commercials. I'm sure they lost a ton of ratings on that. All they did was show commercials and talk for over 20 minutes. It was horrendous. I just went to YouTube and started watching clips. And I'm going to put pictures of videos that I actually was watching, waiting for the next damn fight. And I'm going to use them as transitions. And if you want to see the actual videos of these pictures, I'll put the links in the description below. And I missed the main card fight, the first main card fight, because of this dumb commercial. I'm not going to watch all these damn things. And I missed the fight. But anyway, it was Ronnie Jason versus Mike Wilkinson. Ronnie Jason won by submission arm triangle in the first round. Alright, then the next fight, Daniel Serafian beat Eddie Mendez by submission arm triangle in the first round. And I missed that fight as well, because after the Ronnie Jason fight, I tuned in and I saw that they were doing the post-fight interview. And then, of course, they showed commercials, which I then tuned out. Started watching my own videos. And then I tuned back in, and the fight was already over. Too many commercials. Then Eric Silva demolished Jason High by submission triangle armbar in the first round. I want to see Eric Silva fight a top contender next fight. And then a highly anticipated fight for me, and that is Thiago Silva versus Rafael Cavalcante. These two guys went and started brawling, but Thiago Silva won by KO in the first round. And then after that fight, they didn't actually go to commercials for once. They instead showed a fight that we already all saw. And then they went to commercial. So it's like, unreal. And then anyway, the next fight is between two guys I never even heard of. Because number one, I don't watch Tough. And number two, I don't watch Brazilian Tough. But it's between this guy named William Macario and Leonardo Santos. So then, the guy called Leonardo Santos beat William Maciaro by submission arm triangle choke in the second round. And as soon as he won, he jumped over the octagon and went and embraced Jose Aldo, the featherweight champion. Then went in the octagon, did his post-fight interview, and Jose was bawling his eyes out. He was crying like crazy. And Leonardo is the Brazilian Ultimate Fighter champion. Also, UFC on Fuel TV 10 fights UFC Fight Night 13 with 10 total finishes. That is the UFC record. It ties the UFC record. Then, ladies and gentlemen and kiddies, strap on your safety belt because Fabricio Werdum versus Minotauro Nogueira, holy crap. Oh man, watch this fight, watch the whole damn card actually, almost the whole card. I'm just gonna say it. Fabricio Werdum beat Nogueira by verbal tap. That means Nogueira verbally tapped because Fabricio Werdum had him in an armbar and Big Nog tapped in the second round. Damn. Now to review this whole event, 10 finishes. Great event, even though I didn't know 80% of these guys. Anyway, if you like this video, like it, comment it, share it, subscribe. Overall, the event had a ton of commercials, too many commercials, but the fights were insanely awesome, and it was in Brazil. The Brazilian people were going crazy. You can follow me on Twitter at MMA Genius. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch all of you crazy people later.